America's economic recovery is a rosier picture by the month. That point is illustrated in the most recent labor numbers, which show the U.S. jobless rate fell to a new pandemic low of 3.6%. That includes another 431,000 jobs added last month. However, with higher prices for goods and gasoline, it's about survival for many. How one Metro Atlanta business is doing that is a prime example. Nadia Romero reports.
Every step of the baking process now costs more.
And then you look at your cost of goods sold and you're like, whoa.
Almost 8 years ago, Kasha and Henry ADELEYE started Cupcakery in East Point, Georgia. Their baking business almost a bust during pandemic shutdowns.
So that first 2 weeks was probably the scariest time of my life period because we just did not know.
But Cupcakery has kept baking and surviving. The president touting booming job growth nationwide. Wages up, unemployment down. Georgia Commissioner of Labor Mark Butler says the state's an example of record-breaking bounce back.
You take a look right now in Georgia, we have been breaking records in a lot of the different sectors, like we're talking about professional services, healthcare, warehousing, transportation, and so we're doing really good all the way around.
But inflation plagues the economy. Deliveries carried Cupcakery through COVID. But now, skyrocketing gas prices sour the sweet treats.
Gas prices are ridiculous, so we had to, increase our delivery costs for the first time ever.
And baking staples?
It's doubled the cost for each cupcake at this point.
In 2019, Cupcakery would pay about $18 per 15 dozen eggs. Now?
They are $55 for 15 dozen.
Cream cheese, about $6 per 3-pound loaf. Now?
$11 per loaf, so almost double the price of that.
Their bottom line just didn't add up.
Last year, we actually had our busiest year ever and our lowest profit margin ever as well.
How does that happen?
Just everything's going up like tenfold.
Your total will be $39.81.
So for the first time, Cupcakery's cupcakes now cost 5 to 10% more.
If you want a cupcake, we've got to charge the cost to make them.
Banana pudding, red velvet.
Customers take note.
I did frequent another bakery where their cakes they're nice, but the prices are excessive. So again, another reason for me to come and have the opportunity to try something different at a cost that I feel is inviting.
A recent U.S. Chamber of Commerce survey shows most small business owners have raised their prices due to inflation, while also making big changes to attract a strong workforce.
I still think we're a ways off to figuring out what the landscape is going to look like, because there's been so many resets when it comes to the cost of goods, the cost of doing business, and wages.
With baby number 2 on the way, the ADELEYEs fight to open a second Cupcakery location despite their challenges.
Some days you can't sleep at night when you see the numbers, but we're a business and we know we have to stay in business.
Nadia Romero, CNN, East Point, Georgia.